Aditi now should explain the graph also, so that after preparing the table, you can draw the graph also. Aditi, please go on explaining the graph.
Okay. So after completing your table, you will have cumulative weight percent with you and the grain size, the average grain size. Okay. Average grain size, we will keep it on the x-axis, and the cumulative weight percent will be on the y-axis. Okay. For example, if you are taking the first grain size, average grain size, that is that you will. Another thing is that you will keep the coarser grain size is on the leftmost side, and the finer will be on the rightmost side. Okay. If you are taking first grain size 2, you will be having the cumulative weight percentage for it. Okay. So like take the grain size on the x-axis too, and mark that cumulative weight percent on the y-axis. Like similarly, you will go for other 11 data. Okay. So for if you will plot all the data points, you will get all the data points. Then you will need to join these data points. You will get a frequency curve then. Okay, sir, I think first let them do this plotting of the curve, then
Okay.
after
Aditi has already told you, but I just, with Aditi, I just supplement whatever she has said, I just supplement on that. As she has said that you have to plot the cumulative percentage data with respect to different average sizes. Okay. This is the thing that she has said. Okay. Students, are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now question is that if you see your data, your highest size is 2 and lowest size is 0.062. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Question is from 2 to 0.062, how you will be distributing this data in the x-axis? x-axis में ये data को distribute कैसे करोगे? How you will be distributing this data in the x-axis?
Do we have to convert it in phi scale?
Huh?
Do we have to convert it in phi scale?
No.
Great size.
Phi scale, millimeter scale का बात ही नहीं कर रहा हूँ. Phi scale तो phi scale होगा. Phi scale होगा तो then phi scale में बाद में आते हैं. अभी मिलीमीटर स्केल में बात करते हैं. Phi scale में जा ही नहीं रहा है. Phi scale दूसरी चीज है. Phi scale में ये सेमी लॉग पेपर यूज ही नहीं होती है. Phi scale में नॉर्मल ग्राफ पेपर यूज होती है. क्योंकि once you have made your data logarithmic, then how you will again use it a logarithmic graph paper? Why we are using logarithmic graph paper? Because we are using the grain size in millimeter. That's why we are using the logarithmic graph paper. Data को मैं logarithmic कर दूंगा, then why I will be using the logarithmic graph paper? I will use the normal graph paper. You got it? Got my point?
Yes.
Yeah. And what about the y-axis? Have you carefully seen this logarithmic scale? That if you see the lower 1 to 2, how much it is extended? And then from 99 to 99.99, how much it is extended? And then from 10, 20, 30, 40, how much you are close packed? This is what is the logarithmic scale. This is what I thought discussed also in the theory class, that it is extended in the two extreme. Okay. Now, question is how I will distribute the grain size data in the x-axis. That is what is called the scaling. इसको कहते हैं scaling. You have idea about what is called scaling? Scaling के बारे में idea है किसी की?
No, sir.
Now, what I am seeing in this graph paper, I am seeing एक मिनट मैं बड़ा कर लेता हूं. I am seeing that in the x-axis 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 subdivision, and within each subdivision, that is from 1 to 2 or 2 to 3, there are again 10 subdivision. है ना?
Yes, sir.
So if I go for the smallest of subdivision, then what is the total number of subdivision? 10 into 10. 10 into 10.
Yes, sir.
100 subdivision. 100 subdivision. Okay. What is the value of each subdivision? What is the value of each subdivision? What is the value of each subdivision? How I will get that? If I plot 2 mm in the left extreme and 0.062 mm on the right extreme. ठीक है ना? So I have to distribute my data within these 100 small squares. I have to distribute my data within 100 small squares. So what is the range of data? That is 2 minus 0.062. This is the total range of data. Am I clear? 2 minus 0.062. This is the total range of data. And ये total range को मेरे को distribute करना है within these 100 small squares. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So 2 minus 0.062 divided by 100, that is the value of each square, each small square. If I uniformly distribute 2 to 0.062, then each small square will have a value 2 minus 0.062 divided by 100. Isn't it? Do you agree with me or not?
Yes, sir.
Fine.
Yes, sir.
Now, suppose leftmost is 2. What is this value? What is this value for individuals? What is how much it is coming? 2 minus 0.062 divided by 100?
So 0.01938.
Yeah,
0.01938. Okay? We will only take up to 2 decimal. 0.193. 3 decimal. 0.193. ठीक है? और 2 decimal. ठीक है, 2 decimal ही पकड़ते हैं. 2 decimal. ठीक है? If one small unit is 0.19, तब 10 such small unit कितने होंगे? 0.19 होंगे. Hello?
Yes, sir. 0.19.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So if the whatever is written here 0, यहाँ मेरा 2 आता है. If on the leftmost is the data 2, then what will be the value of 1? 2 minus 0.19. ठीक ना? The value will be decreasing towards right na?
Yes, sir.
So how much, what will be the value at the point 1? 2 minus 1 unit ka 0.019 into 10 such units. That is 0.19. So 2 minus 0.19, that will be the value at 1. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What will be the value at 2? From value of 1, if I further decrease 0.19, that will be the value of 2. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
This is how you have to distribute your data over the scale. This is called scaling. This is called scaling. If anybody has any problem, please let us know. Aditi will further explain. If anyone has any problem, please let us know. Aditi will further explain. After that, you people have to draw the curve and show us.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, after 0.93, how do we get 0.19?
0 point?
Sir, you have said that 2 minus 0.62 divided by 100
हाँ,
will give us 0.93 value.
0.93 value आ रहा है कि 0.193 आ रहा है?
0.01.
0.0193 आ रहा है.
Okay, sir. Okay, then. Okay, sir.
Oh.